Why have I been waiting so long for Link's Awakening? Okay, let's start our adventure.
1 week later.
Wait, did I just beat it? If that's all there is in this one, then what's gonna be the next one that comes out? With Link's Awakening having been out for about a week now, I can't help but continue to fall in love with every aspect of this delightful little remake. And the more I play through it, the more I just adore how the game looks and plays. With such a wonderful sandbox to roam around in, though, I can't shake the feeling that it would be a waste to have this be the only game made using this very porcelain-doll-esque aesthetic. And I think there's actually ample evidence to support that this will be the beginning of what I've been calling the Switch's Triforce Trilogy. Link's Awakening has served as a proof of concept that people love not only this more cute and fun look and feel for the Zelda series, but also that people will still get excited to play or replay an older top-down Zelda title as long as the graphics are modernized and the overworld is woven together seamlessly and some of the gameplay aspects polished up a bit. So now that Nintendo can clearly see that this formula works beautifully, I don't expect these assets to only be used for this one title. I think that this is just the beginning of this Switch Triforce Trilogy, with the next two Zelda remakes being the Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons. Okay, sure, but like, why though? Now I know that these are much lesser known titles, but I really believe that we will see these games, which, let's be honest, deserve a lot more credit and love than they get on the Switch, sooner rather than later. With that being said, these were the first Legend of Zelda games I ever played, so I'm a bit biased, admittedly. And while right now, this is all purely speculation, I think that there's enough evidence to point to at least the possibility of this being a reality that it really can't be discounted. So to start out, I think that the most obvious evidence that the Oracle games are the next 2D games to be remade is the fact that starting with A Link Between Worlds, it seems as though Nintendo are going through their older 2D Zelda library and remaking or reimagining them to fill the gaps between the mainline Zelda games like Breath of the Wild. On top of this, on the Game Boy, the Oracle games had the exact same pixel art style that Link's Awakening had. So I feel like it would make sense if they maintain this consistency of art style with these Switch ports. I mean, it would make sense. They already have all of the assets. All that they would have to do is reuse all of these assets and create a new overworld and just maybe make a couple more models for some of the different characters like the Subrosians and potentially the companion animals like Ricky and Dimitri. This is a perfect way for Nintendo to capitalize on the fact that the Zelda team have been flying high with all of their games thus far in the Switch, and the only doubt in my mind that I have is to whether or not these games would be included on the console is the fact that this would bring the number of Zelda titles made specifically for the Switch up to 5, which I think may be on the verge of being a bit excessive in terms of Zelda titles, whether they're remakes or original titles. So while this would be my dream for a Switch Triforce Trilogy, I can't discount the possibility that after Breath of the Wild 2 is released, Nintendo could very well remaster and optimize Skyward Sword for the Switch and re-release the Wii U remasters of Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, lump all those together in one amazing package deal, and then that will be the last Zelda title that they'll put on the Switch, which honestly, how could I complain about that? I imagine that this would be the equivalent of the GameCube era's Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition disc. However, for me, I would much rather they focus their efforts on remaking the hugely underrated Oracle games. I mean, just imagine having the chance to explore the huge worlds of Labrina and Holodrum all over again, and for a lot of people, the very first time, and getting to meet characters like Din, Nehru, the Subrosians, and the Maku trees, in the same beautiful, charming art style of Link's Awakening. Not to mention, if they made a really cool limited edition Switch based around Legend of Zelda with the Joy-Cons being themed around Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons, I would spend absolutely disgusting amounts of money on that. On the whole, I think that Nintendo understands that with the Switch being a combination of their handheld and console markets, this means that they can release a few more Zelda games per console generation, and hopefully this means that we at least have the chance of having the Oracle games come onto the Switch after the tremendous success of Link's Awakening. But unfortunately for now, we have to wait until after Breath of the Wild sequel is released before we have any hope of guessing with any real certainty what will come next. And I mean, let's be honest, it's Nintendo. When do they ever do anything predictable? But that'll do it for today's video, guys, and I want to pass the question off to you. Do you think that the next games after Breath of the Wild 2 are going to be these Oracle games? Or do you think it's more likely that we'll see some remasters of Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess, and Wind Waker bundled together on the Switch? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and while you're down there, why not liking this video, why not subscribing to my channel, and why not even ringing that notification bell, because I make videos pretty much every week. And while we're on that topic, I kind of wanted to address why my upload schedule has been a bit inconsistent lately. And really it comes down to the fact that I'm neck deep in my master's program right now, so between my schoolwork and my actual jobs, I haven't had that much time to make videos. So please bear with me for right now. I'm gonna try and get back to a more consistent weekly schedule. But with all that being said, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Later.